Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to Choochin on a Tuesday afternoon. The GoPro Hero 6 Edition. First time use made possible by viewers like you. And once again, thank you. Your viewership has really been great, and your support of Jen and myself and the various channels have really been fantastic. And I'll tell you guys, we are really, truly grateful to all of you. Let's talk about the Hero 6 camera for a little bit in action. And I have this Hero Silver 4, and it's a wonderful camera. I don't want anybody to ever think it's not a great camera. It's excellent, but the Hero 6 takes things up to a whole new level of performance. For one thing, right now I'm shooting in 1080p, 120 frames per second, which is an extremely high rate. In other words, you're capturing a ton of detail every second it goes by. You're shooting 120 pictures basically, as opposed to 120, which is cinema mode, is about 30 frames per second. We're up here at 4 times that. Why would you want to have that? Because if you're, say you're snowboarding or you got some really fast action and you want to slow that down, put it in super slow motion, you won't miss any of the crispness or detail. You won't have any of that streaking that you see when you slow down some footage that's not shot as well as it could be. At a high enough frame rate, you're going to get that smearing and it's not going to look crisp. So this camera is amazing. It actually shoots up to, I think, a 240, a frame rate of 240, which is just outlandish. And that's in 1080. Of course, it shoots 4K, and I think it shoots 4K 60 frames per second, which is amazing. The other thing that this camera has is better night vision, a better color panel. It's supposed to record in stereo now, which is another real improvement. But the main thing is supposed to be the addition of stabilization, and real good stabilization. If you guys see me walking along and things like that over the years, you know, the camera kind of bounces back and forth. We lift up one foot, we put down the other, and we kind of have a little bounce in our step. And for life, that's a good thing, right? But for when you're taking videos, you want to smooth that out as much as possible. And right now I don't have the stabilization on. I'm going to stop the video here and I'm going to enable the stabilization just so you can see the difference as I walk along. Once again, notice when I'm walking along the image, the movement, and all that. Okay. Now I'll go ahead and I'm going to put the stabilization on. Image stabilization has now been turned on. I'm still shooting at the same high frame rate, but I think hopefully, and I've not looked at any of the video yet, but hopefully it's a lot smoother, the video walking along. And what that means is when you shoot as much video as I do and you walk as much as you like to have the walk and talks, and people on the channel, one of Rosie O'Kelly's trademarks is the walk and talk. You know, I don't like to sit at home in front of the camera and talk blah blah blah. I like to be out on the go and doing things and living my life and out with the world. But that necessitates moving, having a camera all the time and walking and going upstairs, downstairs. So hopefully this is going to smooth that out. And it means that you don't have to carry what they call a gimbal. And a gimbal is just something that's sensitive to 3 directions: up, down, up and down, side to side, and forward to backwards. And it allows it to have perfect stabilization because the gimbal maintains the same relative position of the camera no matter how you move it. Pinch it off clean, George. There. So I'm really thrilled to have this camera. and to do this little test today. I'm not going to do 4K the first time out because you know, it'll take forever to render that and put that up on YouTube. So we did go out to Sky Farm today. The name may not be familiar to you, but Fountain Grove, the very wealthy area of Santa Rosa that got absolutely decimated in the fire, has a richer cousin, sort of an offshoot, and it's called Sky Farm. And it's a road with probably no home is less than about $2 million. And we went up today and we saw that area for the first time, and it was unbelievable, incredible. The destruction up there. You can see across whole valleys were just destroyed. And then we started out actually at the journey's end, that poor mobile home park that got decimated. And I actually talked to some people that live there, and they consider themselves unfortunate that their mobile homes are still standing, because, well, you'll have to watch the video to see, but it's really coming down hardest on them, of course, because they're the low enders, hardest on them than any other group that got hit by the fire. So I'll have two separate videos coming up. One will be on Coffee Park and interviewing and looking around, and not one thing's been done over, not Coffee Park, but the Journey's End Mobile Home Park. Not one thing's been done over in that area to do any cleanup. And you've got some residents can't even live there. Their mobile homes are fine, but they got no electric, they've got no water. And at nighttime they're fighting off looters and things like that. And it seems to be a common problem. And then you can see the video, the second video on Sky Farm. There we go. We'll slow that down and see what that looked like. Have a great day, everybody.